Zillow's January housing report showed that home priced correctly were still moving at a great pace, with the average days on market at 29 days. Those that are not priced or listed correctly are lingering, resulting in price cuts. However, the number of homes with a price cut is lower than it was last year. There's still a lot of competition. 26.4% of homes sold above asking price, which is up 2.5% from last year and 8% from pre-pandemic levels. Inventories remain tight. There was an increase in new listings in January like we see every year, but it was much less than what we are normally accustomed to. Total inventory is only up 1.5% from December and is almost 40% lower than pre-pandemic levels. The Fannie Mae Home Price Sentiment Index rose in January to the highest level in almost 2 years. The rise was not due to customers believing it's a good time to purchase, but rather because they feel good about their job, think inflation is coming down, and a record amount think that rates will come down over the next year. But 83% still think it's not a good time to buy because they're waiting for rates to come down before purchasing. Once rates do come down, as evident by this survey, there's going to be a lot more demand, which will create more competition and bid prices higher. Now, as for mortgages and inflation, the January Consumer Price Index report, or CPI report, showed that overall inflation rose 0.3% for the month, which was 1/10 higher than estimates. Year-over-year inflation decreased from 3.4 to 3.1, but the market expected this figure to come in lower at 3%. The core rate, which strips out food and energy prices, increased by 0.4%, which was also 1/10 higher than expected. Year-over-year core CPI remained at 3.9%, which was anticipated to drop to 3.8%. Overall inflation was hotter than the market expected and pressured bonds, which ended up reacting to increasing mortgage rates. The MBA released their mortgage application data for last week, showing that purchases fell 3% last week and are down 12% year over year. Interest rates rose slightly from 6.75 to 6.875 and are roughly 0.5% higher than this time last year. After yesterday's negative CPI report, we can expect the average 30-year fixed rate to be over 7% in the short term. The official spring market has started. Let's get prepared for a competitive home buying season with our fast track loan approval and 100% pre-approval guarantee. Call, DM me, or email me with any questions that you might have. Make it a great one.